Hi, I'm Michael Kwan from Megatech News, and today we are unboxing the Google Home Mini. I actually haven't used the original Google Home device, the smart speaker, before, so my experience with the Google Home Mini is really going to be the first time that I've had access to the Google Assistant in my home, no matter where I am, without having to take out my phone. So as you can see here, the box is quite small. It's supposed to be the smaller, cheaper alternative to the regular Google Home and the new Google Home Max, I think they call it, the larger version. So it's supposed to be an entry-level thing that competes against the Echo Dot from Amazon with Alexa. And on the side here, you can see an example of some of the compatible devices and services that the Google Home Mini will work with. Anything that works with Google Assistant will obviously work here. Some highlights here include Belkin's Wemo, YouTube, Netflix, Nest, Philips Hue, Spotify, and so on. So it has like the protective plastic wrap. And just regular white cardboard box there. It's in chalk, but it does come in a few different colors. Feeling that, and there's the Google Home Mini itself. About the size of a hockey puck. I'm very Canadian, so I guess that's the most natural reference I can give you. It has a grippy rubber bottom here, a very bright orange, which is in stark contrast to the white and gray on top, the fabric material on top. But obviously you never actually see this because it'll be sitting on a desk like that. One thing that I did notice is that you can see that there is a micro USB port there. Google didn't go with USB-C for whatever reason. For my home, it's not a big deal. I still have a lot of micro USB devices, but you may as well keep moving towards the future. I imagine maybe the next generation Google Home next year will probably have USB-C along with the Mini and the Max, because I'm sure these are going to get replaced at some point too. There is the mute switch on the side here. From what I remember, the regular Google Home has a button to be able to mute it, but where here you have a physical switch. You can also disable it via voice, but what it means is that the switch may not be representative of whether the microphone has been muted or not on the Google Home Mini. Aside from that, there's nothing really else to it. Behind the speaker here, there will be a series of lights, as I understand it, and this is also going to be where you can touch it to be able to activate instead of using your voice if you prefer. Taking off one cover, it says let's get started, commençons. Start with this one here. It's telling me that I should plug it in using the power adapter, and then I should get the Google Home app from the Google Play or the App Store, and following the on-screen steps to be able to finish the setup. So obviously you do need to have your smartphone handy, either an Android or an iOS device, to be able to set up your Google Home. The next document here, it shows the get to know your Google Home Mini. There are touch controls, so you have tapping the left side or the right side for volume up and down, tapping the middle for play and pause, and if you hold the middle, that's how you launch the Google Assistant. And as I mentioned, there is also the mic switch for turning the mic on and off. For voice activation, just start with OK Google, and it gives you an example of some of the different commands that you can give it, like tell me about my day, what's the latest news from the CBC, is it going to rain today, play banana bread recipe videos on YouTube, add flour to my shopping list, dim the lights, play The Crown on Netflix, and so on. So these are just a few examples here in English and in French, because this is the Canadian version of the Google Home Mini. I imagine the US version, it might have English and Spanish, for example. And the contact information for support there, they tell you to go to g.co/home/help or g.co/home/support. Safety and warranty information to tell you how to be safe. The power adapter here, as I mentioned before, it's micro USB, and it's like a round power adapter. You plug it into the wall. It's a nice feeling cord, you know, like well protected or whatever, but it is rather unfortunate that it is like physically connected to the cord. You can't remove the power adapter from the micro USB cable, but I imagine if you have lots of wall warts sticking around that you're already using to charge your smartphone and such, you can probably use that with your Google Home Mini instead if you prefer. But I guess, you know, if you're going to have the Google Home Mini set up somewhere in your home, you're not going to move it around the same way you do with your smartphone. So not being able to disengage that is not a huge deal. So the output is 5 volts and 1.8 amps. So you will need to find a power adapter that's giving at least 1.8 amps. I imagine if you're running on a 1 amp wall adapter, it might not work. If you have any other 2 or 3 amp things, I'm sure it'll be just fine. And that's it. That's an empty box. I am Michael Kwan from Megatech News. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I will have the full written review of the Google Home Mini up on the main website at MEGATechNews.com soon. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.